Hey, what's up guys? Yes, welcome back to another video. Um, today I'm playing because I just had a really good match with like all of my stats being good on paper, and then for some reason I didn't get an S rank game, even though I definitely feel like I should have. Like, I got an A, which is fine, but I need S rank games to level up, and like, anyway, so that, yeah. um, so honestly, I'm hopping on just because I need to like if it happens again, then I have like documented evidence. Like that, I didn't like. It was just I think I could look at my recent games. Whatever. It was a 4-0-10 KDA, so no deaths, 4 kills, 10 assists, which isn't like the best game, but I'm using. Oh, I get to go against. Never mind. I was like, oh yay, against a Jinx. I hate Brand. Brand is my least favorite character in this entire stupid game. Um, I'm anyway. So I just kind of want to record myself playing, but of course, as per this series, I'm going to talk about a topic like vaguely enough. Um so the topic that I chose from my Google Docs list of potential Yap topics, because there's a lot of things I can talk a lot about, um was why you should take pictures and videos of yourself and the importance of smiling in them. Um so I have never been one. I've never been photogenic. I feel like my hair looks bad today. Um, and I'm still recording myself because who cares? Because I know I'm going to look back on it fondly regardless, unless my hair is like an actual rat's nest. Like, because here's the thing, right? I have never really been one that's photogenic or that's like taking pictures of myself or that's liked I don't just like generally I never took a lot of pictures of myself. I didn't really like people taking pictures of me. Um and whenever like one of my friends took a picture of me or something, I'd like make a face cuz like I don't like the way that like I don't really know how to smile. I don't really know how to like I don't know, look normal. I feel like I always look kind of weird, so I might as well like lean into it and look really weird so it looks like I'm doing it on purpose. Like that was my mindset of it. And I think a lot of people do that. I think a lot of people make stupid faces in photos. At least people I'm friends with um, make stupid faces in like photos and videos and stuff because like, what are we doing? Come on, come on. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing, buddy? I don't know what you want from me, so I'm gonna leave. Um. Anyways, um, at least the people that I'm friends with and generally like surround myself with, that seems to be like the consensus is like, someone pulls out a phone to take a picture, you don't like smile. That's awkward. And also because in our current like just the way that people interact with each other, at least people my age, everything has to be done with 7 layers of irony. So of course you can't genuinely smile for a picture that your friend is taking. That'd be just kind of awkward and weird. You need to um, make a stupid face and I don't know, be funny about it. You can't smile genuinely because then what if that genuine smile doesn't actually look good and then it's just embarrassing because you tried and it failed? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Um, so generally, like, I don't know. Again, I also did that up until last year is when I stopped. And so I kind of like I didn't just start genuinely smiling in pictures right away because that's hard, like because there is a lot of social pressure to like not do that. Like your friend pulls out a camera, your first reaction isn't to just like genuinely smile because then they're going to be like, "What?" Because that's just not really what you do. Um so what I started doing at first was like the little kid like, like big smile with like all of my teeth out, like still looking dumb, but I'm smiling instead of like I might The one I hate the most is just straight face. It makes me upset. I don't like when I pull out a picture or like pull out a camera or something to take a picture of someone, and they just make a straight face at the camera, or like try to look like, I don't know, scary at the camera. Like, it feels like dumb to say it like that, but like, I don't know. Um, and the reason this is relevant to me right now is like I have had my last few days of school. I graduate in 2 days. Today's Wednesday. I graduate on the Friday. And for the last few days of school, I've brought my little 2006 camera, my camcorder. I've posted a couple of videos on here. Ouch. Not good. Yes. Um, I've posted a couple of videos on my channel. Like, just showing those like editing together the clips that I've made, oh, oh well. I made two little compilations of the videos, yeah, for 20. So, like I've taken a lot of video in the last few days, or last couple of weeks, of just like my friends and people around me. But a lot of the time, people just like, I don't know, make a stupid fit. Like, it just was annoying because I was like, hey guys, I want to do like a more genuine, like, hey, this is our last couple weeks of school. I'm gonna like record a little bit just to like, put together a video. I feel like you see a lot of videos on like, I don't know, last day of senior year, 1989, whatever. And like people in the comments saying like, oh, it looked so fun back then. So I was like, I want to see if I can like splice together something that looks really fun, even though high school wasn't really my favorite. I didn't really like, and I think I did a pretty good job with New Flesh. I think that looks like a good like high school experience. I think that's like putting it together like that is like that's what I expected high school to be like. You gotta watch the video to understand what I'm saying. But it just like a compilation of like me and my friends like hanging out in the parking lot or in the hallways or whatever. And then end of beginning was a more genuine like, this is the last couple days of school and this is just sort of like me recording and my friends like acting the way that they act for the most part. I don't know. I didn't have any videos of like Yvonne or anything for New Flesh, just honestly because I didn't want to shove a camera in her face. Like, I felt awkward doing that. I respect her too much as a person for that. I did it to the people I don't, not the people I don't respect as people, but like the people that are, I don't know, that I feel less bad about shoving a camera in their face, I guess. But I like when I was recording all of these videos, it ended up being really hard to actually compile something that looked okay. Because so much of it was just like there was a running bit of just like poking the camera, like running up to the camera and just doing this. So that was the only thing you could see on the camera. I don't know. And I was like, hey guys, but like not in a genuine way. I wasn't like genuinely like. I was just kind of like, I wish they weren't doing this, but it's not worth it to like. But it's not worth it to like genuinely ask them to stop because then they're gonna like feel bad about it and it's going to be awkward. And I would rather not. Like I'm recording this, so I'm not gonna have like a genuine like, hey, stop doing that type of conversation with someone. I don't know. I just like so. But the whole time that I was trying to record this, I was trying to get like a more genuine, just like pretend you're having fun. Pretend like high school wasn't the worst for all of us, and like Pablo's good at being charismatic and I don't know, just looking like he's like having fun, even when he's miserable and nothing's really happening. So I recorded him a lot because he like emitted the energy that I wanted to like. If you don't know him as a person, you know, like even if you do know him as a person, I feel like he just sort of emits that. Um, but like I don't know, like I was going for just like a oh, it's the last few days of school. We're all like excited to get out of here, you know? We're all like just sort of hanging out in the parking lot for our last few days of school after school and like, you know, hanging out in each other's lockers and just sort of like lingering around because these are the last few times we'll be in these hallways and that was true and that was what was happening. Um but every time I pulled out the camera, it stopped being like I don't know. Like we were just sort of like hanging out, talking, having fun, but as soon as I pull out the camera, we can't continue doing that because that's too genuine to be captured on video. Of course, now we just have to make faces at the camera and point at it and like just sort of be weird because that's just a lot of people's first reactions when you see a camera like that, I guess. And I just wish that that wasn't the case. Because again, so I like, because the thing is, I realized that I didn't have any great like pictures or videos of myself a little bit ago. Um, because every time I had taken a picture or video of myself, it had to have some layer of irony on it because I felt too awkward to not do that. Um, but that means when I look at pictures of like myself, like my freshman year or sophomore year, or even like up until probably like halfway through junior year, um, it was just like me making dumb faces and not like I don't have any good pictures of myself and that kind of just started bothering me because I'm like if I like I don't want to say if I have kids because I don't think I'm gonna have kids, but like if there are any like you know if I need to reference myself in the future and show a picture of what I looked like at a time period of my life, I don't have any genuine pictures of myself from then. I have like pictures of myself unnaturally smiling because my mom wanted to take a picture of me and then just the dumb faces I was making, but no like actual pictures of me just like hanging out and having fun with my friends or anything like that. And that made me feel really bad all of a sudden for some reason. Like it just kind of got to me. So I was like, okay, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm going to start smiling in pictures. And I started off by just smiling like a kid, you know, just like cheesing a little too hard and like you know, still having the air of it being a little bit like I'm making a face, I'm being silly about it, I'm not genuinely just standing there smiling. But it did eventually just turn to that. Is after a while I was just like, okay, well now I'm just gonna start smiling in pictures because this is already what people expect of me is to make my little kid face, and that just slowly morphed into a normal smile every time someone pulls out a camera. And I'm happy about that. And I like that now I have pictures of myself because I take pictures of myself. Because, oof, um, I have pictures of myself, um, because, ooh, good. Because, like, I just decided I'm going to start smiling now because I want to have pictures of myself in the future that are, like, not horrible. I want to have pictures of myself that I can look back on and be like, I had fun. You know, like I look like I'm having fun. I look like I'm having a good time with my friends. Even if I'm the one taking the picture and it's not actually candid, at least I'm smiling, you know? Um, so, I don't know. And I like candid pictures, but people don't continue doing what they're doing when I pull out a camera. Like, I want them to because I just want to take a picture or video of what's currently happening because I want to document and remember what's actually happening because, like, I'm having a fun time or whatever. Um, but I pull out the camera and immediately people are like, no, this is awkward to be genuine. This is like, I don't know, cringy to be genuine. I don't know how to be genuine, so I'm not going to try because what if I try and fail? And that's like a running, ugh, don't do that. That's still not good, but it's better. Um, and I think that's where the headspace is, at least, is like maybe not actively, because I know I wasn't consciously going through all of that every time I made a face in a photo, but it's just like sort of like a subconscious thing, really, just to be like, I feel too awkward trying to be genuine, so I'm not going to try to be genuine. I'm going to. Oh! I want an unkillable Demon King match. I'm one away from leveling up. It's fine. I still just want an S, but like, I'm trying to go for that 0 deaths, 30% kill participation. So, first death is always rough, but oh well, it's fine. Um, so, but I, like, it's just like a subconscious, like, I feel too awkward trying to be genuine because what if I'm genuine and it doesn't look good? And then instead of just very clearly being, like, making a joke out of it, I'm, like, trying and failing to be genuine, to look good, to etc. You know? Um, so, oh, I thought I got him. Oh well. Um, so, like, I, um, I just wish that, uh, I wish that people didn't do that though, because like I understand why people did it, and I do too. But like, I just kind of now I don't have really good pictures of me and my friends, because I'll have good pictures of me because I smiled, but my friends don't smile because they're still in the that's not to ask for help, but everyone's dead, so it's not gonna happen. Um, but like I don't have a lot of good pictures or videos of me and my friends, and the videos that I put out are specifically curated of like the bits where people do goof off and like are genuine for a bit, because I've been pointing a camera at their face for like 4 straight minutes, and they decided that like at a certain point you just sort of give up on like intentionally being goofy and like yelling at the camera or just staring at it or whatever and go back to being normal. But I hate that I have to do that. I really do, because like I want good pictures and videos of me and my friends being genuine as me and my friends. But I think everyone just like it. The culture that we live in really isn't a very genuine one. So to be genuine is embarrassing, and I like being genuine, and I am going against what is expected and normal by intentionally smiling in photos and just like intentionally ooh, I think I'm gonna die if I go in there, but I could kill him. Um but like I, I like being genuine. I try to be genuine anytime that I can in whatever like capacity that I can, whatever the context is, you know. Let's go. Um, so I like to be genuine in photos. It took a while to get there. I had to do come on. I had to do an annoying fake smile first before I started actually smiling. You know, when I pulled out my camera at first, I had to be like, I don't know, like presented as something dumb first, and then eventually change it to being genuine, you know, like it, because that's just not what's like, um I don't know, it's just, again, the culture that we live in just really isn't very genuine. So um it's it's just harder to be genuine and less expected to be genuine, and people are less likely to be genuine. In like, I don't know, in a lot of things, but in this specific video, I'm just talking about in pictures. People will like, I don't know, intentionally like make a face, point at the camera, do something dumb, rather than genuinely like, I don't want to say posing, but like, I don't know, genuinely just like continuing looking like they're having a fun time and letting themselves get a picture taken of them. Because when there's a camera around me, I used to do the same thing. But then I decided, wait a minute, now there are no actual pictures or videos of me just sort of being myself. So now whenever I see a camera around, I just try my best to ignore it and continue acting the way that I would anyways, so that the camera is going to capture what was happening in that moment and me as I was. I mean, for better or for worse, like a lot of the time when I pull out a camera, I get annoying. Like I hear myself talking over the video sometimes and I just get annoyed with myself, but that's okay. That's how I am. Oh well, I'm allowed to be annoying. You know, like I'm not going to stop talking whenever I pull a camera out and just like completely, you know, go mute because I'm annoying sometimes when a camera's out. Like that's just not no. Um yeah, this is not a good match. Well, I mean 3-1-2 isn't a bad KDA. I don't think I get good vision or crowd control though. I might do 3 games for this one because that was a very short match. We'll see how next game goes. But it's also part of the reason why I'm doing this stream in the first place, is an attempt to be more this is the way I talk. This is the way I talk to my friends when I'm being genuine. You did fine. Okay, at least I got crowd control. It's just sort of like a documentation of this is who I am, this is the way that I was, this is the way that I was thinking, and this is like, I don't know, again, like I all of a sudden just sort of started thinking about how will I be viewed in the future, and if I don't have any genuine good pictures or videos of myself, and I was always too scared to document my thoughts, and I was too scared to talk about anything or do any, like, you know, like I'm not, like my hair looks bad right now and I considered not streaming because of it, because I didn't like want to look bad, but I'm gonna still put this out here because guess what, sometimes my hair looks bad. I'm not perfect. I'm not like, I don't know, there are sometimes where I don't have a good hair day and I still have something to say and I still have something to do, so I like that happens. I gotta get over it, you know? This is what I look like a lot of the time. My hair looks kind of weird. My bangs don't look right. It's split weird. I kind of look like I'm balding. Oh well, it happens sometimes. You know, sometimes I smile for pictures and it looks dumb. Oh well, I smiled. That's what happens sometimes. That's how I smile. Like, sometimes I look weird when I talk. Sometimes I sound weird when I talk. Okay, that's how I look and sound though. I'm documenting that. If I want to change it, I can, but I'm not going to just change it performatively for the video because that's... No, don't do that. And so, yeah, I've specifically been thinking about it recently because, like, again, this was a change I made in myself last year just because I decided, hey, I want more pictures and videos of myself. I don't like that I don't have any pictures and videos of myself. So I'm going to take genuine selfies with my 2006 camera. So I have like hundreds of just selfies of myself smiling and like, you know, like I'm not making a stupid face in basically any of them. I'm just taking pictures of myself to document this is what I looked like when I was 18 years old in 2024. Just so that I have it, you know? Just so that I can say this was me, this was what I looked like, and I can pull up a picture without feeling embarrassed because I was making a weird face. because I felt too awkward to make a genuine face, because looking back on it, I know I'm going to think of myself as like I look back at my pictures of like me as a freshman, and I'm like, well, I don't have any genuine pictures of me as a freshman, because I felt too awkward to smile for pictures or like do anything genuinely. And so but I look back on it and I say, like, I was just a kid. Like, I don't, regardless of if I was like awkward or I just smiled, I'm going to view it the same way. I just prefer to, like, if I need to reference myself, to show myself like smiling rather than hitting like the, you know, like I just like the awkward, like, I'm not gonna smile, or like I would rather see myself like cheesing and putting up peace signs and whatever than like just like being awkward and like hiding my face, because like I don't know. Um so and like I don't know. So I decided to change it, but like again, like I my friends aren't all necessarily the same way, because like I get it. It's like ouch. It's annoying to, or it's I don't know. It's just hard to like get past that point. It's hard to like actually say to yourself, I am going to smile in this photo and I'm going to be genuine even though it might not look good, even though my hair might look bad and I'm not going to. Ooh. Did I think I got oh. I think I got that jungle monster and I was not supposed to. Um anyway. Um I don't think this is gonna be a good game. I don't like Heimerdinger down here. Oh, oh no. Um. Anyways, uh. But yeah, I like it's something that I decided to myself a while ago, but it's been like presented to me more because I tried to assemble these videos and I tried to have it be like a genuine, like, this is what my high school experience was like and this is what my friends were like, but none of the videos were actually what any of my friends are like, because all of my friends make a stupid, not all of them, but most of them just sort of make a stupid face when there's a camera around. So you don't like I don't, so it's just like awkward, like they do something dumb, they do something for a bit just because they don't want to be filmed genuinely, because they don't know how it'll come off if if they are filmed genuinely. So they would rather. What are you doing? Ooh, come on! Ah, yes. He's dead, but I'll see if he fist bumped me back. Um. Anyway, was that the? Okay. Um. I I don't know. And again, like I'll take pictures of like me and a group of people, or if like again, if anyone takes a picture of me, I'm going to smile, and a lot of the time that makes them smile as well. Like someone will pull out their phone to take a picture of me or a selfie with me or whatever. I guess people don't really take selfies. I don't take selfies because my front camera's broken. Like this camera on my phone is broken. I have to use this one, so I can't actually take a selfie on my phone. It just is a black screen. Um, and I guess people just like generally don't take selfies anymore because that's like kind of, I don't want to say chuggy, I don't like that word, but like old and not something people do anymore. But like I don't know, it's happened, or like someone will take a picture of me and another person and I smile, and a lot of the time they were making a face, and um a lot of the time they were making a face and then they sort of change that because they say, okay, well, you're being genuine, I guess I will too. Because I'm not going to change my mind. Like, I'm not going to stop. That's how I want to. That's how I want to look in the pictures. So that's what I'm going to do, regardless of if you make a face or not. Um, and like that has, again, like, it's helped a bit because, sometimes people will change their expression and then I'll get a good picture of me and a friend because both of us are smiling now. Um, or sometimes they won't, and then it just sort of doesn't look like a good picture because then some people are smiling and some people are making a dumb face, and like, it's like a good picture of me, sure, but it's not really a good picture of me and my friends because my friends are making a dumb face. So I wish people would not do that. Like, I wish people were just, I don't know, smile for the picture, dog. At least like every once in a while. Don't always make a face. Don't always make a face every single time I take a picture of you, and every single time anyone takes a picture of me and you and this group of people, Like, just smile sometimes. Get a good picture sometimes. Outside of like, okay, let's all line up and take a picture and like pose for the picture. Just take a couple of genuine pictures when you're just sort of sitting there doing nothing. Because that's the best kind of pictures. And again, I wish I had more of them. Like, I have my 2005. I don't know, like, pull it up because like pull out my camera. It's over there. Next time I die, I guess, because I will die again because I already got one death. I because it's just like a digital camera from 2006, a little lovely silver camera. And like, I um like I just I feel like the digital camera makes people a bit more genuine, or at least it did in the very beginning, because people got excited that, like, I don't know, like, ooh, Y2K aesthetic photo. Y2K aesthetic people didn't make dumb faces or whatever. I don't, like, they did, but like, it's not just like taking a picture on my phone. It's a little bit more than that. So for a bit, people stopped making dumb faces, but then it just came back pretty soon. Um, and even like in the very beginning, I just take pictures with it because I like taking pictures. But they're not going to be good pictures if like you're just making a face every time. So, um, and again, I think it's important to take pictures of yourself to document like what you looked like and things like that. And just like, when I was 18 years old, this is how I looked. Um, and I think it's important to take videos to just say, this is how I sounded, this is how I acted, this is like what um what I was like. Because I just think that's important to like remember, to have that on record in case it needs to be referenced. And if it doesn't need to be referenced, okay, well, I don't know, at least like I'm in a lot of people's phones as like a good picture of me and smiling instead of just like a dumb picture that could honestly probably be used as blackmail, Like, it's, oh goodness, dude. Oh well. Um, I don't know, dude. I can't. Um, okay. Um, but I I don't know. Like, there really isn't a negative to it besides the initial like whatever social pushback. Um, of like, that's kind of weird to be like genuinely smiling in a picture because no one does that. There really aren't any net negatives though. Like, it's just I look, I mean, sometimes I don't look good in pictures. Sometimes my hair looks dumb or I smiled weird or whatever. But I always try to do a genuine smile because then the picture could turn out good. And then I have a good picture of me, or someone else has a good picture of me, or a good picture of me exists. A documentation of myself exists. Um, you know? Um, because I think documentation is important, and that's the reason I have a journal. Well, I mean, there's a lot of reasons I have a journal, but the main reason why I continue keeping it is because I think documentation of the self and what you thought when and whatnot is important. And just sort of like, how was I feeling on my first day of freshman year? I can go back and check, you know? I think that's important. I think that's something that, like, not every day needs to be referenced, but like, ugh. Um, but like, I just to write things down in case a day ends up being significant, and in case I just want to know what was I thinking, what did I look like, what was I like at this period of my life. Sometimes there are things you just want to leave behind, but like, in case you don't want to leave it behind, I think it's important to document it. I don't like deleting pictures. I don't like burning journals. Like, I understand why people do it, but I just don't think I ever could, because I think documentation is important, and being able to look back on these things. You can bury it in a hole in the ground, you can shove it under your bed and never look at it again. But when you're like 50 years old and none of it matters anyways, I'd like to know what I looked like when I was 18 and pretend I was confident about it, you know? Probably gonna watch these videos back at some point, you know? Like, I I think that documentation is important, and I think that you like sort of obscure the documentation when you make a face about it. Um because um because like again, I tried to make uh I tried to make a video to just say like, oh, here's my romanticized high school experience by only highlighting the parts where it looks really fun, regardless of if I was actually having fun in the moment. Which that just like to put it out there, that the reason that I made two, um, like the reason that I made New Flesh and End of Beginning is because New Flesh was exclusively meant to be like, this looks like the romanticized version of high school that I wanted it to be, regardless of if I was actually having fun in the moment. And that's why I chose that song, because New Flesh isn't actually like a very happy song. It's like not. I can double kill. I can double kill. I can double kill. I can double kill. Yes. Yes. Um. I Oh. Um. Like, regardless of if I was actually having fun in the moment, that looked good on camera, and it looks like the romanticized versions of high school that I've seen videos of. So that actually makes me feel a lot better about my high school experience, because it makes me think that everyone else was probably just also romanticizing their high school experience, and they probably had a similar one to me, because that video looks good. It looks like I have a lot of friends. It looks, even not all of my friends were even included in it. Most of them weren't. Like, a lot of people I just, again, like, respected them too much to shove a camera in their face for 4 minutes. Um, so I just didn't end up like, and also all of the videos that I got were of things in schools, so that also made it harder because there's a lot of people I only talk to like in an actual class, which I can't record. I mean, anyway, the differences were, New Flesh is, this looks like a super romanticized version of high school. So it looks like I'm having a really fun time. And then End of Beginning is a more genuine, this is what it was like for me. These are the people that I talk to and like the things that I remember. Like, I had me and Renee doing the New York Times, whatchamacallit, just like connections and whatever. Um, okay. Um, in homeroom, that's not like a, super romanticized, like, oh, this is what being a teenager means type of thing. But it's something that I'm going to, like, you know, um, I enjoyed that in high school, And, like, I had, little clips of both, Renee and Julia waving at my car, because that's something I'm honestly really gonna miss. I really didn't, like, realize that until, compiling that video. So I'm like, huh, I'm never really gonna be sitting in the Shanahan parking lot after school, like after a miserable day, and like getting waved at by one of my friends again. So that, like, like those little bits are like, just like walking and talking with Yvonne. Not all that much is happening. It's not really all that much, like, it doesn't look super romanticized on paper, but it means a lot to me. So, end of beginning is a more genuine version of it, and that's also like, I don't even want to say that like lyrics are more genuine. It's just like, this is the end of beginning. This is like, I whatever. Like, it's not like, it's just um but like, for um for New Flesh, the lyrics are like, I don't know, not happy. But the ouch. The lyrics are not happy, but if you don't pay attention to the lyrics and hate it here. If you don't pay attention to the lyrics and you just sort of like listen to like the way that the music generally sounds, um, it feels very romanticized. Um, but then when you think a little bit more about it, it's not really a happy song, and I wasn't really like having a super fun time in a lot of these videos, even though it looks like, the things that are going on are very like high school-esque activities. Um, it's just like not as genuine. So anyway, I like both of them a lot. Um, and I'm happy that I have posted both of them. But um for both of them, it was so hard to like compile it. I'm very happy that I did it because I'm very happy that I did it now. But both of them, they were like 3-minute videos that genuinely took 3 hours. Like, it was such like a, like, it's a 2 and a bit minute video that took 2 and a bit hours to produce. I'm not exaggerating, and I really didn't take any breaks. It takes a really long time to like sift through all of the videos that I've taken. Because the video has to go on for a while for it to actually, like, for me to get the shots that I've been wanting, um like, uh, um oh, what are we doing? um like, I I had to go through all of the videos, and most of the videos weren't good. A lot of them were just sort of awkward, and like, I don't know, I wasn't in most of them because I had to be behind the camera, just sort of like standing there for an extended period of time. Um, did I get one of those kills? I have 4 kills. I don't know when that happened. Um, but I like, again, a lot of it was just I needed to be there for a while until that, like, I don't know, just sort of like need to be like make a face in the picture because you're scared of being genuine wore off, and then it looked great. But I wish I didn't have to work through that, and I wish it was more acceptable to just, like, pull out a camera and then for people to be like, to continue acting the way that they are, and to, like, smile for the camera, not make a face, not intentionally pose, just sort of be themselves and allow themselves to be recorded as themselves. But that, I guess, requires self-love, which is something that not a lot of people possess at, ripe old age of 18. Um, but like, I don't know. I just like, I wish that people were more genuine when a camera was pointed towards them. That's just like the general. Come on, dude. Are you serious? Hit it like 4 times. It didn't register. Sorry. I just like. Because I could have killed that guy, but my ability just like didn't go. Maybe it was because I was too far. I don't know. But but I had to really sift through a lot of the videos to get little snippets that like resembled more, either like for New Flesh, things that resembled just like, you know, the average teenage high school experience, which was a bit more curated and not really what high school is like. Or let's go. Or End of Beginning, which I also had to very specifically pick out little clips to just sort of display what it was like a little bit more. To like, I don't know, find the bits where like it felt like people kind of, I don't want to say like broke character, because it's not a character. It's just you make a face when a camera's pointed towards you, and that's something a lot of people do. You know, but like, I don't know, the bits where like it looked a little bit more like it resembled a bit more how I remember things happening, you know? And also like the bits that looked good. So that one was a little harder. That one took like 4 hours. Which is crazy because the video ended up being so short. And it took so long to make because I had to sift through all of the clips and trim them and just like make it. I had to slow down a lot of clips because there were only like bits of them that I actually wanted to include. And like, I don't know, it was like not, I don't know. But I want to keep making videos, and I do want to keep I do want to go back to like, making videos that are not just entirely like this is the way things were. Like I do want to go back to also just making like music videos based off like, I don't know, like A Life wasn't any genuine footage. It was just me filming things and creating things in film, and I liked that, and I want to do that again. I just sort of, it was the end of school, so I felt like I had an excuse to pull out my camera a lot, so I did. I need help. Can't. Come on. So that was why those two were like that, and that makes 2 out of 3 being like that. Anyways, but I wish, because I like having genuine pictures of people. Like if I enjoy a person, I'm ouch. And like I want a picture of that person. I want a genuine picture of that person. I don't want like them making a face. If I'm taking a picture of you, it's because I like you as a person and want to like sort of like save what's going on a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So like I don't I don't want you to make a face when I'm sure. I don't really care. I don't want you to make a face when I'm recording or taking a picture, because then I don't like really have that genuine documentation. I don't know. Anyways, So um I want to um I'm trying to think of what I want to say. Hold on. Yeah, it was good. I Give me a second. Can I tell you about it later? Can I tell you about it later? I'm doing something right now. Okay. Okay. My bad. I'm not gonna cut that. Oh well, it's fine. I don't know if you could hear me or what, but keeping that as is. Genuine. LOL. Um, but I what are you doing? Um, but yeah, I just like because I really like camera. Like I have a bunch of cameras. I have a camcorder. I have just like this is something I really enjoy, is taking pictures and videos taking pictures of videos of just like things, whether it's people or things or just like, you know, um, I just like photography. So I don't like it when it feels like people are like messing up my shot by um, making a face because I know why they're doing it. I just wish that things weren't like that so they didn't like feel the need to make a face, you know? I wish that like society could be just like different and um we could um like just be more genuine and just let ourselves be recorded because I do, but that took a lot of like it took a really long time to get there. And I just wish more people were like that. I wish more people could um just sort of be genuine, but it just takes a lot of like I don't know. Like you don't necessarily need to like yourself as a person, but you need to at least pretend that you do and like you need to have the confidence to go against what everyone else is doing when everyone else is making a face, but you don't. Um so like I don't know. Um so like that's why it's so hard is cuz like just like you need to have a level of confidence that most people don't, and that's not the fault of like any individual person or anything. Um it's just like I just wish things were different, and I wish it wasn't like I wish it was the socially accepted option to, or like I wish it was just the default option to not make a face because I feel like it should be, and it used to not be, but the culture that we are in is just so obsessed with everything having 8 layers of irony because no one can stand being genuine because it's awkward and what if it doesn't end up right and everyone else is just I don't know. Like if it's what everyone else is doing and you don't want to go against it to be I don't know. Like no one wants to be weird and that's just what's normal right now is to make a face. So everyone makes a face. And that's fine. You're not a bot? What? Aw. Well, let's go. Um I wish I didn't get that one death. I'm like doing really good this game. Um but I um I don't know. I'm just like not Um, so I don't know, because again, I think that videos are really important, but videos are the worst one because it's, oh my goodness, I can't just, okay. So that's why I started taking videos of myself in the form of like literally this and my end of Earth series, because like you can see by like the fact that I'm not in any of the cousin movies is like I don't like being on video. I don't like the way that I look or sound or act enough to want to record myself. But I like at a certain point I just decided this is important though. Like this is something that I want to document myself and how I was and how I am. So I'm going to do that. So I have decided that I'm going to do that. I'm going to be genuine. I'm going to be myself. I'm going to save these things. Ouch. Um, I'm going to record myself playing these games and talking about, you know, things that I'm thinking right now. I'm going to write in my journal every day. I'm going to be genuine in my pictures because I want to document myself as I am because I like who I am. I used to not like who I was, and I don't think most people like themselves, but I do like who I am, just like right now. Um, and that's important, and that's something that everyone should strive for. But also, I understand that's not an easy thing to do. Um, well, bro's not going mid. Bro's down here. I don't. Um, but and then like I also it's the same thing with my like I play guitar and I post my songs, and are my songs the best thing in the world? No. Um, and I acknowledge that, but I still post them because I don't think they're that bad. I think they're fine. Um, I'm proud of them. I'm proud of the fact that I was able to create that. And like I feel like um and I feel like um I just want to document my progress and who I am and how I am right now because I feel like that's important, and I think that everyone should do that because I think that everyone who isn't doing that will regret not having done that. You know, um, I feel like um, so I want to tell people to be more genuine and whatever. Like I want to. It's just hard to actually talk to people like that. It's hard to tell people that, but I think it's something that everyone should. I don't think I have enough to say to do a third match. I think we're sticking with just two. But um, did I get an S? Yippee! Who's that? Ooh, okay. Um, and did I get? Okay. Um, I just feel like everyone should smile in pictures, be genuine in videos, because documentation is really important. Documenting yourself and how you were and who you were is important regardless of if you like yourself or not, because then you have a baseline to change, or you have a baseline to say I've been like this for forever and ever and I like how I am. Like I can say I was like this. I can say that I was like this at least when I was filming my End of Earth stuff, which was months ago, and I can say I haven't really changed that much since then, but now I can like quantifiably say it. I have videos of myself talking for an extended period of time. I have pictures of myself from both of those eras to say that I kind of look the same, you know? And just like generally, like, but there are slight differences, and you can tell in the nuances of these genuine outputs of myself. But you're never going to be able to notice that if you don't ever put anything out genuinely, you know? Um, like, I don't know. So I'm gonna continue doing this because I like talking and I think it's important, and I like playing my game. Um, and I think it's important, and I think it's something that everyone should do. I think everyone should keep a journal. I think everyone should take genuine pictures of themselves, even if it's just a selfie, even if it's just a mirror picture, because that's what I do. Because I don't have a selfie camera right now, but I still want to take pictures of myself, so I take mirror pics. Is that embarrassing and like 2012? Yes. I don't care. Oh well, I want pictures of myself. That's the way that I can get it. So that's what I do. Um, and like I think that everyone should not necessarily have like a this to just like talk at a camera for an hour straight, but I think that everyone should document themselves in some form, even if it's just in the form of art, so you can see your progression of art. Even if it's just in the like show your progress on something, like document things in some way, because documentation is important when it comes to the self, because like, you know, history repeats itself when you're talking about yourself necessarily, but like you can learn from your mistakes and see how far that you've come if you still have access to who you were and what you were. And you're not going to have that same like, if you never document anything, you never have any quantifiable proof of any change or growth. So you a lot of the time just convince yourself that you haven't changed or grown because you don't have any proof of it. And that like it's something that's helped me a lot is to just sort of actually talk about it, document it, put it out there somewhere. Say I put out this album of songs in April, I think. Um, and now on June 5th, I'm making songs that are better than that. I have like quantifiably improved. Things have gotten better, and I don't know that I would have noticed that they got better unless I mean, I can feel it, but looking back at the recordings that I put out of I was like struggling to get this chord progression that now I can do super easily. I can like prove the growth. I can look back in my old journals and see where I was and what headspace I was in, and what mindset I had and whatever, and see that that has changed, or like it worked here, it didn't work there. What like what do like I can see the growth, or I can see the this works, so I'm going to keep doing it, you know. Um, and I don't know, just the pictures are. I think it's like I want to preserve, not preserve who I am, because I will always continue moving through time, but just to say, this is who I was, this is what I looked like, this is what I acted like, this is what I sounded like, this is me. Because someone in the future is going to care about that, whether it's me or as someone, it could be a million things. But I don't, whether it's me or not me, someone in the future is most likely going to care about that. So I'm going to save it because I feel like it's going to be important in some capacity, you know? So I don't know. So in conclusion, to wrap it up, I think that everyone should smile in pictures. That's the main thing. Smile in pictures. Let people take pictures and videos of you, even if you don't like who you are as a person, so that you can look back on it either fondly, because you do like who you are as a person, or you're very confident with who you are as a person, or whatever, because several years down the line, you're really not going to care. Even if you think you're like cringy and weird, you're not going to care several, like, tens of years down the line. You're just going to say, wow, that was me, that was who I was. That's crazy. Either I love me for being me, or hated that, but I'm not like that anymore. So I can see the growth in myself, you know? let people take pictures of you, record you, whatever. And I mean like friends when I say that. I feel like that's kind of implied, but like I don't mean just like whatever. Um, take pictures and videos of yourself. Let people take pictures and videos of you. Put yourself out there, document your thoughts and things about you, because whether they change or they don't change, or you like them about yourself or you don't like them about yourself, it's important to say these things were present at this point in time. You know? So that's how I operate, and it's working out pretty well for me. I've been doing this for a while. But it's just, it annoys me when I want to be genuine and create something that is genuine and people don't really align with me there because of reasons stated prior. This is the conclusion. Like, I get it. I got it. We've explained it. I just, I don't know. Let people take pictures and videos of you because it's important. Documentation is important. Let it happen, even if it's slowly, even if it's just like, oh, my hair looks good today, I'm going to take a picture of myself. Don't make a face when you take that picture. Either have it be a straight face photo or smile for the picture. If someone's taking a picture of you, ease your way into making it a genuine picture. It's not going to happen right away because you can't just start doing something right away. That's not how it works. You need to ease your way into it. You need to, like, slowly over time build up the I am the person that smiles in pictures. But you get there. I got there. It's great. Because now all the pictures that are taken of me look good. And I don't have any pictures that would have otherwise been a good picture, but I was making a face, so now it's not. Because I hate it when that happens. So I just stopped doing it entirely. Write a journal if you have the energy to. I think it's the best decision I've made in my life. I feel like that should be another video topic on its own, though. And I don't know. Show the things that you enjoy. Even if you are like active, I am calling this Man to Play's incel game. I acknowledge that this is not a game that most people have respect for or like enjoy or play. But it's still a game that I enjoy, so I'm gonna put it out there and say this is a game that I like right now. This is like this is something that I enjoy right now, something I've been doing right now. This is the way that I am and the way that I talk while I'm playing this game and doing this. It's documentation. It's saying I liked this. I am like this right now. I'm documenting it. Because every time I do it, I think about how much I would have loved to have this type of documentation for my child self. For what was she like? What were the specific things that she enjoyed? How did she talk? Because I have some sparse things, but I don't have very much because I intentionally avoided it. And every time I don't know, it's just like, I think about how much I would have liked to have this at a previous point in my life, like how I would like to have this kind of documentation of myself when I was even younger than I am now. So I'm going to start now because I know it's something that I will be happy in the future that I did, Everyone should do it. Smile for pictures. Smile for that's the big thing. Smile in pictures. Be genuine in videos. And then beyond that, if you feel like you can put yourself out there more, then do it. That's the end of my thing. Now I gotta acknowledge my mom because I just sort of like shut her down because I didn't know what to do. I can pause it, but like I don't have a hotkey for it or anything, so I just sort of panicked. I'm not gonna edit it. It's gonna stay in there. It's just gonna be a minute or two of me with my headphones off, and you probably can't hear me and I'm talking to her. But anyway, I'm gonna talk to her now. Yeah. So that's the end of that one. See you guys in the next one. Okay, bye.